Captain Morg of the raider vessel *Nightstalker** drummed his clawed fingers against the command console. The prey was in sight, a lone human cargo ship, drifting through the outer reaches of the Aldebaran system. Its massive hull gleamed dully in the distant starlight. Another solitary human vessel, First Officer Trell noted, mandibles clicking with anticipation. They never travel with protection. Curious behavior for a species that claims to be intelligent. Morg's lipless mouth stretched into what passed for a smile among the crate. Their arrogance is our fortune. All galactic species learn to travel in convoys after their first encounters with raiders, except humans. They stubbornly maintain this practice of solo voyages. The bridge crew of the *Nightstalker* shared knowing glances. The crate raiders had built their reputation on precision strikes against isolated merchant vessels. Human ships were particularly valued targets. Their cargo holds often contained rare earth minerals, biological compounds, and cultural artifacts that commanded premium prices in black markets across the galaxy. Tactical analysis complete, reported Weapons Officer Drav. Minimal defensive capabilities detected. Standard human configuration, token point defense systems, light shielding. No escort vessels within detection range. Perfect, Morg hissed. Deploy the boarding vessels. Standard formation. 4 smaller craft detached from the *Nightstalker*, sleek and predatory. Their hulls covered with stealth plating that absorbed most scanning frequencies. The raiding party had executed this operation countless times. Approach from sensor shadows, neutralize communications, breach the hull, overcome resistance, and plunder the cargo. Human vessel designated *Horizon Trader* has altered course, announced Navigator Pell with a note of confusion. They're heading directly toward the asteroid field. Morg frowned. The dense cluster of spinning rocks ahead would make pursuit more challenging, but not impossible. A desperate move. They must have detected us. Shall we abort? Asked Trell. No, Morg decided. Their maneuverability will be compromised in the field. We can outflank them. Continue pursuit. The *Horizon Trader* accelerated, plunging into the spinning maze of asteroids. The raiders followed, their smaller vessels weaving between massive rocks with practiced precision. Maintain visual contact, Morg ordered as radar returns became chaotic amidst the field's interference. Prepare grappling systems. The human vessel suddenly cut its engines, drifting into the shadow of a particularly massive asteroid. The raiders slowed, cautious of collision as they surrounded their quarry. They'd stopped running, Trell observed. Captain, Drav's voice carried an unusual tension. I'm detecting energy fluctuations from the human vessel. Readings are inconsistent with known weapon signatures. Before Morg could respond, the *Horizon Trader*'s hull began to shift, sections sliding apart to reveal recessed compartments. From these openings emerged sleek, angular craft, dozens of them, each roughly the size of a crate boarding vessel. Fighter craft? Questioned Trell, eyes widening. Impossible, Morg whispered. Human merchant vessels don't carry. The communications system crackled to life, broadcasting on all frequencies. A calm human voice filled the command deck. Attention, raider vessel. This is Captain Jack of the *Horizon Trader*. I see you've discovered our little secret. Morg's scales prickled with sudden apprehension. How did they access your communications? We've been monitoring you since you entered the system, the human continued conversationally. You see, there's a reason human ships travel alone. The fighter craft deployed from the *Horizon Trader* fanned out with startling speed and precision, surrounding the raider vessels before they could react. In the early days of our space exploration, Captain Jack explained, we lost many ships to raiders like you. Other species responded by traveling in heavily armed convoys. Resource-intensive, inefficient. We took a different approach. Morg watched in growing horror as the tactical display showed his boarding vessels being systematically cut off from retreat paths. Every human merchant ship you see is actually a carrier vessel, the human explained. What appears to be cargo space is primarily hangar space. What looks like minimal defenses is merely the outer shell. Warning signals blared across the command deck as the human fighters began precision strikes against the engines and weapon systems of the raider vessels. "The cargo we transport is real, of course," Jack continued, "but our primary purpose is to bait predators like you into revealing yourselves. We're not prey, we're hunters." Morg slumped in his command chair as the harsh reality became clear. For years, raiders had targeted human vessels precisely because they traveled without escorts. Now he understood the terrible irony. Humans didn't need escorts because each ship was a self-contained battle group. "All weapon systems disabled," Drav reported, voice flat with defeat. "Engines compromised. We're being boarded." Through the viewports, Morg could see human fighters attaching themselves to the hull of the Nightstalker*. Unlike the brutal boarding tactics of raiders, the human approach was methodical and precise, cutting through specific access points, deploying non-lethal suppression weapons. "The Galactic Council will hear of this violation," Morg sputtered in desperation. A soft chuckle came through the communication system. "They already have. This operation is sanctioned under galactic law enforcement protocols. We've been gathering evidence of your raiding activities for months. The Council has authorized your capture and the confiscation of your vessels." Throughout the asteroid field, the story repeated as the human fighters efficiently neutralized and secured each raider craft. The Horizon Trader had never been vulnerable. It had been a trap, carrying within it an entire squadron of specialized interceptors. As Captain Morg and his crew were taken into custody by human security forces, word spread quickly through the criminal networks of the sector. Human ships traveled alone not from foolishness or arrogance, but because they had no need for companions. They carried their protection within. The age of preying on solitary human vessels had ended. The hunters had become the hunted.